up, guys? Welcome back to the channel. For those of you who don't know, my name is Chris Moore, and in today's video we finally got a set here. We just installed them. We got a set of Brock's Performance camshafts for this 2022 Suzuki Hayabusa. We're going to be getting this thing dialed in today. Actually, I've already snuck and done a pull without you guys, and it performed so well. I was like, yo, I got to go get the camera. We got to video this puppy and show everybody and share the secrets of this recipe that we got done on this bike, because it is a very strong performer. Stay with us, guys. Here we go. All right, before we get into the numbers, let's start talking about the recipe. This thing has got a bunch of good parts on it that have got it performing extremely well. First off, we got a Brock's Performance full titanium CT exhaust system. So this is also the exhaust system that's quoted to not fit just right, okay? So Brock's makes this, it's considered a Gen 2 exhaust, and it sits extremely close to the oil pan. Now, I can't get up in there to show you because all the fairings are on, but long story short, the exhaust system like hugs the oil pan, basically touches it. Brock's Performance, they took them back off the market and then no longer labeled them as a Gen 3 exhaust, or as will fit a Gen 3, because some, let's just say, incomparable mechanics were not able to install them properly. Long story short, it will work. It will go on there. As you can see, we've done no magic. We've used no hammers. You just got to know a little something with your tools, boys. But anyways, the exhaust system is on there. That is the full titanium CT single. All right, next up, the airbox. What has been done to it? Brock's Performance sells a Sprint air filter, and that is the P08. So it has the street version of the Sprint air filter, and then HTP Racing has made some velocity stacks for this thing. This is the short version of the stacks, and they have hooked us up with a set of those. And then we've got the Brock's Performance camshafts. These are his old stock cams that are in here. These things, basically a direct replacement. The Brock's cams are a direct replacement of the factory cams. No shimming of the valves, no valve springs, no removing of the engine. It's a direct bolt-in set. Now, if you're a backyard mechanic and you got basic tools, I'd probably skip that installation job yourself and take this to a qualified mechanic who has experience with doing something like that. One little cock of the cams wrong. The long story short, put the cams in not degreed properly, and boom, now you need a valve train. Can be very, very expensive, guys. Anyways, enough blabbering. Let's fire this puppy up, see how she sounds. It sounds pretty much just like it used to. To start with, but for the most part, idle's real nice and smooth, just like factory. Ooh, she sounds so good, but better yet, wait till you see how this thing performs. Alright guys, here we go. We're about to road through the gears on this thing. It sounds so good. This Brock's Performance CT single exhaust, not crazy loud, but it sounds really good. Oh, and did I mention, use code MOREMAFIA5 on Brock's Performance website, get 5% off. killer performance on this thing for an everyday street bike. 190 horsepower, 110 foot-pounds of torque. I think we can adjust our air-fuel ratio and trim it just a little bit more, but that air-fuel ratio is looking super, super nice. That is 11,000 RPMs, guys, and you can see this thing is still making power. Now, used to, on our stock cams, it would go up, and then back downhill she would go. 10,000 RPMs, that's about as high as you want to rev a stock one. Now with this new setup, we can take her all the way past 11,000 RPMs. It's reading almost 12,000 on the tachometer. The tach is a little off in real life, but you can see we're going to like 11.4, 11.5 in actual numbers, and this thing is still making big power. And just like that, the new Busa is all finished up. Let's go in here and take a peek at the dyno numbers. We had a really good tune when I showed you guys when we started the video. I do not have a before and after, unfortunately. So this thing came into us and we threw it, basically tore it down immediately. We did not dyno it in stock form. I wish we would have, but all in all, let me show you where these cams are really gonna stand out at. So from the factory, this is 10,000 RPMs. They're gonna go up and then they're gonna start to head back downhill and downhill in a hurry. Well, with the cams, I'm gonna say your overall peak number, which is still at like 10,000, is not gonna change a ton, okay? It's gonna change some, but not a lot. But where it is gonna change is out here. So where it made 188.58 and that's at 11,200 RPMs, I feel like the other one's probably gonna be in the high 160s. So you're talking a 20 horsepower gain at 11,000 RPMs. These things do massive. This is the gentleman that owns these things. And when I say these things, I'm talking about he's got more than one toy, boys. He's actually got more toys at home. Well, what else is at home?
Road Glide, 23 Road Glide Special, 24.
Ew.
CVOST on the way.
CVOST. So he's a Harley guy too. So tell us a little bit about these things. You got a 23 GSX-R 1000, a 22 Hayabusa. Which one is your favorite to ride?
At my age now, of course, the Busa because of the comfort of it. Felt like it was down on power compared to the 1000, but now that's why I was itching for these cams, and I wanted more Mafia to install them because I wanted them installed right. All the local dealerships were afraid of it. They threw these things in a short period of time. Dyno numbers are down to what, 191?
Yeah.
1000, what, 184? So a little heavier, but I think now this Busa will give that 1000 a run for the money.
Yeah, so, and I feel like he summed it up pretty good too. So the Busa from the factory, yeah, they're great, yeah, they're comfortable, but they're just lacking that little bit. And that's when these cams really bring these things to life. Now, you guys have seen plenty of our dyno videos, and no matter what exhaust, no matter what air filter, no matter what velocity stacks, they're low 180s, mid 180s with the basic modifications. This bumped us up to 190, 191, but better yet, it extended that power out there. So before, as soon as they felt like they were starting to fly, they fell off. And then that's where the GSX-R 1000, the lightweight, really shine. Now this bike has got a Brock's Performance CT exhaust system on it, so he's got full titanium pipes on both of them. I don't know, man. I'm a Jixer man. He likes the Busa. I definitely have both, and I definitely like both. But for him, he says the Busa is the way to go. All right, guys, I hope you've enjoyed today's video. If you did, be sure to smash that like button. Subscribe if this is your first time watching. Welcome to the party. Check us out, moremafia.com, for more information if you want to get your bike, cams, whatever you want. Oh, and if you couldn't hear me screaming while I was in on the dyno, if you want any of this stuff 5% off, hit us up, moremafia.com, or use code moremafia5 on Brock's Performance website. Comment in the comments below if you were in his shoes and you had both bikes and even a hog at home. Which one would you be riding right now? All right, guys, that's going to do it. We'll see you next time.